Hey, what's up everybody? Neville World here today to talk about Naruto Shippuden episode 295. A little different camera angle, wanted to test this out, see if you guys like it. A little bit different look. I'm actually standing up instead of sitting down. So I'm going to talk about the episode and I guess the overall arc, the Chikara, the power arc and whatnot, and just my thoughts on it because pretty much in my opinion, honestly, if this is not top 3, this is definitely the best Shippuden filler arc ever. Probably the best Naruto filler arc. I haven't seen all of the original Naruto filler arc, so I can't really say, but in all honesty, like, as a whole, this filler was just really done very well. First of all, this episode kept up the consistency of the beautiful animation. So animation overall as a whole was just really solid for this entire arc, this episode included. It just really has just been beautiful. But it really makes you want, like, god damn, why can't they have this animation all the time, especially in the war? Because if you've seen the preview, then you would know that next week we're going back to Canon, but we're not going to have this beautiful animation. And the way it ended and everything, the way it was scened and, the way it was put together and whatnot, it really shows as if it was made to be a movie, and then they just decided, let's go with Road to Ninja and we'll scrap this and use it as a special. And, it was done really nicely, honestly. Let's talk about a little bit of the transformation that Naruto goes through. If some of you read the manga, then you obviously know that Naruto goes through these transformations and whatnot. If you've seen the anime prior to this, he has a QB chakra mode and, there's other stuff. And the way they did this, honestly, it could go both ways. For me, I was excited, on an enjoyment level. I was like, holy shit, this looks so beast. And it had some originality to it because Naruto himself wasn't, like, golden and whatnot. He had, like, these stripes. So it looked beast. And then, you just see this giant gold fox-looking thing. And I was like, oh, shit. So, it looked really awesome. But at the same time, it spoils certain transformation that's supposed to happen later on because it looks very similar and it acts very similar when he's with the big gold fox around him. It's very similar to a transformation, and it's almost like kind of spoiling it. So there's the good and the bad. It looked beast, and I was like, holy shit, is Naruto about to go Bijuu? I was just going crazy. But at the same time, you could say, oh, it's, kind of like a spoiler. Now, the way the episode ended with Naruto pretty much like losing it and whatnot, it was put together pretty like the way it's supposed to be, because at this point Naruto still hasn't mastered the QB mode and whatnot. He hasn't gone through that process yet, so everything was pretty put together the way he was like at first, because in all honesty he shouldn't have gone QB at all. There shouldn't have been any gold chakra, but they played it together, and I think the way they put it together, it sort of made it make sense. It wasn't 100% obviously accurate, because like, Naruto shouldn't be doing this at this point, but at first he had some control of it. It's pretty much like going through the transformation. He had some control of it, and that's how he was able to be in the gold mode. And then slowly the anger and the hatred started taking over him, and that's when he went just straight like the fox was controlling him. And I was like, oh man, it reminds me of the good old days. Well, I guess you'd call them the good old days, when Naruto would just lose it and go crazy. And I was like, oh my god, it looked real beast. But at the same time, it's kind of like it conflicts with the story as far as him reaching that mode. He shouldn't even have ever experienced that. Kakashi and none of them should have ever seen, not seen that. So, it conflicts with that and whatnot. And like I said, the way it ended with the beast basically being defeated by the device and not by Naruto himself, they did it to basically make it more theatrical, make it more cinematic, opposed to just doing it like a story, Naruto defeats him and whatnot. And I think it was a nice little different spin, because like I said, this was supposed to be kind of like a movie, and instead of Naruto just coming and finishing it off, when Naruto goes to save the girl and whatnot, it pretty much cuts off, and to me that was beautifully done. At first I was a little agitated. I was like, wow, why isn't the beast being defeated and whatnot? It kind of seems weird, but at the same time you look at it, they did it for a cinematic approach, so there's the good and the bad with that as well. Me personally, I thought it was nicely done. It was a little something different, and it really just shows that the focus of this filler arc was, yeah, we got our Naruto story, but they had a story to tell in and of itself with this couple or whatnot, or, these two people, and that whole Sword Art Online weird relationship and whatnot. At the end of the day, it's just that they grew up together, and they were like, Nissan, brother or sister, whatnot, because they were really close, but they have no relation, so that's not really an issue when you really look at it. And that's really what the story was trying to tell, is there's a guy that he messed up in the past. He felt like he was weak, and, he comes to this point, and it's like, oh shit, I want to save her so badly, but, you know, they had to save the kids as well. And, you know, you combine that story with Naruto helping out, and there you go. That's what they were really trying to do, like, mix our Naruto story with this, you know, original concept. And it meshed pretty well, honestly. It meshed pretty well. It wasn't perfect or whatnot. There was some mishaps. Like, I didn't really care for the kids being involved too much, to be honest with you. It felt like some kind of campy thing with, like, all the kids, especially when the little girl walks up to Naruto and he's about to slash. I was like, Naruto, please do us all a favor and get this little girl out of here. Cruel as that sounds, it's just like, I don't like it when kids, especially really young kids like that, like, you know, they're not strong, they're not ninja, it's not like a Konohamaru. They really shouldn't be involved. So that was probably one of the weaker aspects of the story. I felt like they shouldn't have been anywhere close to this. Maybe, you know, from the sidelines, but when the little girl is running up and Naruto's about to, like, you know, slash her and he stops because he realizes a little girl, it felt a little cheap there. But overall, as a whole, Chikara, aka Power, best filler arc in Naruto for me personally. Like, the only other one that comes close to this is probably the one with the Jinchuriki. I forget, the one that blows bubbles. That was a pretty good filler. But this one, for me personally, was the best filler arc in Naruto as a whole, because it was just really beautifully animated. It had a story to tell, you know, not the biggest story, but it had a little story to tell. The animation studio is really trying hard to give treats for manga readers. Like, they know that manga people already know about this, and they're trying to get them into it. Like, we know you read the manga, why don't you check out the anime? And that's why they're throwing little bonuses, like, you know, this QB chakra mode looking type thing, and Naruto's like going in and out of it. So it's like they're trying hard, and I appreciate when people are trying hard. And overall, as a whole, this episode was pretty awesome. Again, there was a little flaws here and there, like I stated, and as a whole, overall, like I said, I think that Chikara was probably, if not top 3, definitely the best Naruto Shippuden filler arc. Wish they would bring this animation to the, you know, war, because like I said, next week the war, we come back to canon, but what can you do? Let me know what you think though. If you've seen Chikara Power, what did you think about this filler arc? Did you enjoy it? Like, what would you take out of it if you could? If me, I would take out the kids' involvement, make it a lot more minor. Also, I would make, because Kabuto kind of like was never really resolved. It was just like he was standing next to Kakashi and it's like, what the hell happened to Kabuto? So I would as well maybe would have focused on that a little bit more. Maybe Kabuto getting away and being pissed and he's like, okay, I'm gonna go start a war or something like that. That probably should have been addressed a little bit more. And I like the way they did the Beast part, to be honest with you. I thought it was original and different. Yeah, maybe we could have seen Naruto stop him or Kakashi or somebody, but to see that the way it ended with Naruto charging to go save the girl and then it goes Chikara, the end, I thought that was pretty nice and cinematic. But that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up for Chikara being the best, or one of the best, Naruto filler arcs, because it was really original and beautiful and a nice little story it had to tell. I'm World, and as always, people, have an awesome day.